What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking to you about lucid dreaming. What lucid dreaming is when you are in a dream and you realize like something happens and you're like, hey, this isn't normal, like I'm in a dream. And if you've ever had a dream like that, maybe you went lucid in that dream. And what going lucid in a dream means is when you realize that you're in that dream, you can start controlling things, like so when you're in a lucid dream, what you can do is, you can't do it right away, of course, you gotta learn how to do it, but what you can end up starting to learn how to do is you can start anything you want to do. You'll be like the god of your dreams. You'll control everything. You can do whatever you want, but first you can't just be like, I'm gonna have a lucid dream and just be like, go to sleep and then there it is, you gotta learn how to do it. And today I'm gonna be teaching you how to do it. So basically, the method, I'm gonna teach you two different ways. I don't think either one's easier than the other one, but it's just preference. Alright, so the first method that I'm gonna teach you how to do is the wake and back to bed method. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna at night, you're just gonna go to sleep regularly like you always do, but you're gonna set an alarm. You're gonna set an alarm for about 4 or 5 hours after you go to sleep. So what you're gonna do is, once you get up from that alarm, you're gonna stay up for about 20 minutes, maybe, not even probably, but you can just go do whatever you want. You can go to the bathroom, get water, get a snack, do whatever you want, but once you go back to sleep, what you're gonna do is basically lay down. What you're gonna do is you're gonna let your body rest. You're gonna let your body rest, but your mind is gonna stay awake. See, when you're in a lucid dream, your subconscious and your conscious are both working together at the same time. Now, when you're just dreaming, with not lucid, when you're just dreaming, it's just your subconscious. When you're awake, it's your conscious. So when they are combining, when you're having a lucid dream, that's when you can start controlling your lucid dreams. So what you need to do is have a phrase, be just close your eyes and just be like, I'm gonna have a lucid dream. Say it in your head over and over and over until, I don't know if I want to say you're gonna fall asleep, but basically you're gonna be sleeping, and then you're gonna start dreaming, and then once you're in the dream, you're gonna realize that you're in the dream because basically what you did was you stayed up and you kept your mind awake, so your mind's alert while you're dreaming. So what happens after that is you will become lucid and you'll be able to start moving around in your dream and doing whatever you want. Now, what happens to most people is they'll realize they're in a dream and they'll be like, hey, what's up, I'm in a dream, that's cool, But what happens is you get too excited and you wake up, and it sucks because that's what happens the first few times most of the time. But you'll wake up. But if you want to prevent that from happening, when you're in your dream, what you have to do is, I don't know, there's crazy methods, but people say you spin around in your dream or rub your hands together or do both at the same time. But basically what you gotta do is you gotta be calm. Don't just be like, I'm in a dream, and then just wake yourself up because you got too excited. Don't do that. What you have to do is just stay calm. Don't try to do whatever you want right away. Don't just be try to fly right away, because it'll work for 3 seconds and then you're gonna wake up. So what you gotta do is you gotta get used to it. Once you're used to it, you can do you can start learning and practicing, and you can do whatever you want. For example, you can learn how to fly in your dream. And it's not hard. All you have to do is jump and you'll shoot up in the air. It's amazing. Or you'll jump up, you'll go up regular height, but you'll come back down really slow. So lucid dreaming is amazing. It's something that I learned. I did it once and I was like, what the hell was that? So I searched it up and I found out this whole new thing, and I didn't even know, and I want other people to know. That's why I'm making this video. So the other method is So you're not waking going back to sleep, but this is what I do. So it takes a lot longer, of course, because once you go to bed, you're putting that phrase in your mind like, I'm gonna have a lucid dream tonight. I'm gonna control my dreams until you go to sleep. It takes longer because when you do the waking back to bed method, what you're doing is like you're already tired. You're like, I want to go back to sleep, and then you're repeating that phrase. But once you do it once you're doing it like you're not waking up, like you're just going straight to bed, then it's a little harder. But it just takes practice. So you can't just say, I'm gonna lucid dream and do these steps. Like, you have to do stuff that makes you have lucid dreams. For example, what I do is I keep a dream journal. And what a dream journal is every time you wake up, don't do it like an hour after you wake up. Do it when you wake up. Just get a journal, write down what you're dreaming about, you know. What this does is helps you remember your dreams. Because, of course, like, do you remember what you dreamed yesterday? Probably not, unless it was really crazy. But it helps you basically remember what you're dreaming. And once you are in a dream, your mind is like, hey, this has happened before. I'm in a dream again, you know? Yeah, you can do that. And reality checks. Like, during the day, I mean, it's going to look crazy. And you're going to look like you're on something. But, like, what you can do is, like, just count your fingers. Just be, like, back and forth, like, count them. Or, like, do that. And what this does is when you're in a dream and you count your fingers, your hands are going to look weird. Like, they're not going to look like regular hands. They're going to be, like, distorted, you know. And when you do this in a dream, it doesn't matter if you plug your nose or not, you can still breathe. And another thing is watches. Time. It's creepy. So when you look at the clock, it's 11:26. I look back, it's like 4:20. And you're like, wow, like, it's crazy. But another thing is mirrors. Sometimes when you look in the mirror, well, not sometimes, usually when you look in the mirror, when you're lucid dreaming, of course, your face is a little, like, distorted. Sometimes you see someone else. I mean, and it's not scary or anything, but, and sometimes you see yourself, but you always look a little different. You never look how you do in real life. Let's see what else. You can summon people. It's really cool. So what you do is I guess you just think about them being there, and then they're there. You can summon yourself, and you can have a conversation with yourself, and the way, like, you can ask yourself questions, and the way you would answer those questions is how, like, you would answer them really, like, in real life, because you're talking to yourself, of course. Everything in a dream is what you make it. Some people are like, I don't want to lucid dream because I think it's going to be scary. What if something happens, like some demon or something comes? And basically the thing with that is nothing scary is going to happen unless, like, you want it to happen. Like, nothing's going to come at you unless you're like, hey, come at me, you know? Like, and if something does, all you have to do is just be like, no. And then it'll stop. It'll go away. You can do whatever you want. Like, it's your dream. Some people ask, is astral projection the same as lucid dreaming? No, it is not. I will go over that in another video. Let's see. Do I need to go over anything else? No, I think that's just about it. You know, this is my first lucid dreaming video. I'll share more. I hope you guys enjoy it and like it. And just remember, you're not gonna, like, unless you get lucky, you're most likely not gonna lucid dream on your first try. But and another thing you can do is read about lucid dreaming, like research it, watch videos, and just have that lucid dreaming on your mind. You don't have to think about it all day, but just have that on your mind, you know. And like once you're sleeping, it'll still be on your mind, and then you'll be in a dream, and then you're like, hey, I'm lucid dreaming, this is pretty cool. But just remember, don't wake yourself up, because it sucks. You'll get mad. But yeah, you're probably not going to lucid dream on your first try. It takes practice. It takes, some people meditate. You can meditate, that helps. Another thing is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I only read about it, you know. I've tried it, but it's pretty cool. It works. But it's called binaural beats. I'll put it in the description. I'll give you a binaural beat, a link to go to. But yeah, what those are is, I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to explain it exactly how it is, but so basically there's this beat. They're all over YouTube. They're pretty cool. But you put headphones in, and I mean, it's just weird music. I don't like the music. I wish there was other ones, like hip-hop ones, rap ones, but there's not. I looked. But anyways, it plays this like weird music. If you didn't know what binaural beats were, you would think that's some like weird like voodoo crazy music. But it's actually really relaxing. Like if you're like stressed, you can like listen to that music, and I don't know what it does, but it's just like, I don't know. But what happens is, like, I think it gives you like two different, I don't know, and then it makes your mind like put off this like different stuff. Shit, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'll put it in the description. I mean, I know I'm sucking right now. I can't explain binaural beats to you very well, but I'll put it in the description. Yeah, I hope you like this video, and if you do, please like and comment. You don't gotta just subscribe, I don't really care, but if you do, that's great. It's amazing, thank you. I will put out more videos soon. Yeah, have a good day, and lucid dream. It's amazing. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you set your mind to, man.